So this right here is the Sukhoi Su-75 Checkmate, Russia's attempt at making a stealth fighter that can compete with jets like the F-35, but at almost one-third the price. And honestly, the first thing that caught my attention about this aircraft wasn't even the stealth. It was the design itself. It looks aggressive without being oversized, almost like a modern jet mixed with something experimental. This is a paper model that I built myself, and while showing it, I will also go over what actually makes this aircraft interesting in real life. So, first, the purpose of the Su-75. Russia designed this as a lighter and cheaper stealth fighter mainly for export. Countries that cannot afford extremely expensive Western jets are basically the target audience. The idea is simple: give stealth capability, modern electronics, and decent combat performance without making the aircraft insanely expensive to buy and maintain. And that's where the name Checkmate comes from. Russia marketed it almost like a direct challenge to the Western fighter market. Now, visually, the most noticeable thing on this jet is the huge air intake under the nose. That design is called a diverterless supersonic inlet, or DSI intake. Instead of using complicated moving intake systems, this shape helps guide airflow efficiently into the engine while also maintaining and helping reduce radar reflections. And honestly, it gives the aircraft a really predatory look from the front. Another thing you will notice are the sharply angled tail fins and the smooth blended body shape. Almost every edge on this aircraft is designed with stealth in mind. The goal is to scatter radar waves away instead of reflecting them directly back. Russia claims the aircraft has a very low radar signature, although a lot of analysts are still skeptical because the aircraft hasn't fully entered service yet. Now, performance wise, the Sukhoi 75 is supposed to reach around Mach 1.8 to Mach 2, which is seriously fast. That's nearly twice the speed of sound. It's also designed as a single engine fighter. That's important because twin engine fighters like the Su-57 are powerful but extremely expensive to operate. A single engine keeps the fuel usage, maintenance, and operating costs lower. And despite being smaller than heavier fighters, it still reportedly has a combat range of around 1500 kilometers, which is actually impressive for this category. Now, one of the biggest reasons this aircraft got so much attention is the price of it. Russia claimed the Checkmate could cost somewhere around $25 to $30 million per aircraft. For comparison, many modern stealth fighters today costs far more than that. So on paper, it sounds almost too good to be true. Stealth, supersonic speed, internal weapons, modern avionics, and lower cost. Which is exactly why people become both interested and suspicious at the same time. Now, speaking of weapons, this aircraft is designed to carry missiles internally instead of hanging them outside on pylons. That matters because external weapons increase the radar visibility. The Su-75 reportedly has 3 internal weapon bays, 2 smaller side bays for short-range missiles and a larger center bay underneath for bigger weapons. And even though this model is made from paper, the real aircraft would use materials like titanium, aluminum alloys, and carbon fiber composites to reduce weight while keeping structural strength high. One thing I found pretty futuristic is that Russia also talked about AI-assisted systems for the aircraft. There are even discussions about unmanned variants in the future. Basically, the aircraft would help the pilot during combat by predicting threats, assisting target, and reducing workload during high-speed engagements. So, in theory, it's meant to be a stealth fighter that is affordable, intelligent, fast, and export-friendly. But here's the controversial part. A lot of experts believe that the aircraft shown publicly so far may mostly be demonstrated prototypes or non-flying mock-ups used for marketing and attracting buyers. The project has faced delays, and even though the aircraft was expected to fly earlier, current estimates push operational timelines much later. So right now, the Su-75 exists in this strange zone between being a potentially serious fighter jet,
Sukhoi Su-75.
future fighter, and being an extremely ambitious concept that still has a lot to prove. And honestly, that mystery is part of why people are so interested in it. Anyway, this was my DIY paper model of the Sukhoi Su-75 Checkmate. Let me know what you think. Does this aircraft actually have the potential to compete with jets like the F-35 someday? Or is it mostly just smart marketing with a cool design? And yeah, for a paper model, I think it turned out pretty good. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.